Jonathan, I appreciate your coming on tonight. What do you make of this?
Well, there's a lot of smart, really high-paid people, Tucker, that sit around big conference tables at all the major brands, and they spend millions and millions and millions of dollars to market their product. To do what? To sell more of it. I'm also in this world. I sell music. Redneck Riviera is a brand of mine that's nationwide. I keep it real simple. I go God, family, and country. If you love God, family, and country, you'll probably love Redneck Riviera, and it probably won't disappoint you. And what's happening, Tucker, is people that have been loyal to brands for decades and decades are finding it hard to stay loyal to them, and so they start hunting down other brands that they can go support. So I own a bar downtown in Nashville called Redneck Riviera, and our number one selling beer up until a few days ago was, guess what? Bud Light. That was the number one beer. We got cases and cases and cases of it sitting back there. But in the past several days, you're hard-pressed to find anybody ordering one. So as the business owner, I just go, hey, if you guys aren't going to order it, we got to put something else in here. And at the end of the day, that's capitalism, right, Tucker? That's how it works.
That's right.
Joining me now is country music star John Rich. John, you own an amazing bar in Nashville. I've had the pleasure being in many times, maybe. How are you pushing back against this ridiculous decision by Bud Light?
Well, we have a little thing called customers, Dan. And so when the customers don't want to purchase a product anymore, we have to make a decision. Okay, are we going to take up space with this product, or are we going to replace it with something else? So we haven't officially replaced it yet. We're taking suggestions. And there's a lot of suggestions. There's a lot of great American beers out there that people are bringing up to us. And ultimately, the customers get to decide. That's called capitalism. There's a lot of smart people, Dan, that sit around very big tables that get paid a lot of money. There's the marketing departments of whether it be a big brand or whether it be country music. And you wonder what they're thinking sometimes. But, man, it's up to them. They can market their product however they see fit. I can tell you how I market my product. So Redneck Riviera is very simple. It's about God, family, and country. And if you support those three things, Redneck Riviera will never disappoint you. Wow, what a marketing plan, Dan. Can you believe that? I mean, could that actually be successful? Yeah, I think it is. Matter of fact, you've had some of this before, Dan. 10,000 stores around America now carry Redneck Riviera whiskey, and you can get it anywhere. Listen, that's what it's all about. Whatever you care about, that's what your brand ought to stand for. I go for God, family, and country. Some people go for other things.
I may have had some of that last weekend. I'm just saying, John, I may. It's pretty good stuff. John, thanks for your time. Appreciate it, man.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Oh my, how the turntables have turned on Bud Light. Bud Light has decided to go woke, and by doing so has decided that you, the paying customer, are garbage. And they are now going to exclusively be the beer of woke gender ideology. And that has not worked out great for them, because they have seemed to have forgotten a single guiding principle of capitalism, which is that you need customers in order to make money. And those customers have brand loyalty. That's very important for a lot of people. They are loyal to a brand because the brand does not F them over. And Bud Light has now realized that if you F around, you shall find out. John Rich is one of the most legendary country music stars in existence. John Rich owns the biggest house in Nashville. I've been there. It's awesome. John Rich is a rock-ribbed conservative, and John Rich is a very smart businessman. He owns a couple of bars on the Strip there in Nashville. Broadway is what they call it. It's where all the people go to listen to country music. It is one of the most famous bars. It is a very big-time draw for people and tourists, and John Rich is saying, no more to Bud Light. He says, I got it backed up in the back. He says, my number one selling drink, and then they went woke, and then I can't get rid of it. I can't dump it down the drain. And that's happening all across America. Nashville country star John Rich pulls Bud Light from his popular Redneck Riviera bar, saying that the customers are not ordering it. It's top-selling brand, but now, once they go woke, well, not going to get it. We've got cases and cases sitting out back. Another country musician has joined in the backlash. Kid Rock and Travis Tritt already announced that they're boycotting the brand. The controversy over the beer-retaining trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney, who actually is just a live-action role player of a woman. Here's John Rich, you just saw on Tucker Carlson and on Bongino's show, saying, we're done. We're done. The Redneck Riviera is a very popular spot. The Redneck Riviera is a sort of like mainstay. If you've been to Nashville, it's like an anchor bar in the very center of Broadway. And now John Rich is joining with Kid Rock and with Travis Tritt. What beer should my bar in Nashville replace Bud Light with? John Rich and Donald Trump together, John Rich and Kid Rock together. These are people who actually understand their following. You know who doesn't understand their paying customer? Alyssa Heinerschneid. Alyssa Heinerschneid is the lady who said that Bud Light is out of touch and has bad sense of humor. Well, you know, the joke's on you, lady. This is as close as you could ever find a photo of her with Bud Light. You cannot find a single photo of Alyssa Heinerschneid drinking a Bud Light on the internet. Doesn't exist. But this exists right here. And you know what else exists? Videos like this. This is what grocery stores look like across America. This is what's really terrifying.
Today we salute you, Mr. Budweiser, head of marketing guy.
So what you're seeing there is you're seeing the empty shelves for Budweiser's competitors. Coors Light brands, for instance, there's like one case of Coors Light left, and then all of Bud Light is like stacked. To the
Only
rim.
you could take a beer and make it 20 years of amazing ad campaigns, and this is where we end up.
Not gonna buy it.
What the f*** were you thinking?
Yeah, Alex Stein asking the same
More
question.
American than an ass cold Bud Light after a long day.
Do not drink this gay ass shit! I'm done with this transgender beer crowd!
Bud Light sets their loyal fan base on fire. Dylan Mulvaney, the kiss of death for your brand. Kid Rock, of course, everyone saw this, went super viral. Dylan Mulvaney was inspiring to Bud Light's VP of Marketing, Alyssa Heinerschneid, fratty, out-of-touch branding. Yeah, okay, got to change it. If you really think that this is going to be your next paying customer, you really think that this is going to be your next Bud Light drinker, you're going to create like a bunch of Bud Light drinkers that look like this, yeah, you're going to get what's coming to you. Bud Light's last tweet was from 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Man, last one ever. Suggestion on a new beer. What an avoidable mistake. They're just getting absolutely destroyed. August Busch is rolling over in his grave. Budweiser's finished awfully quiet after posting daily. And from this morning, just a reminder that this is what millions of Bud Light drinkers think about the brand now. Didn't have to be this way. It did not have to be this way. You could have just said, I'm a beer company and I don't need to get involved in politics. Because people actually are sick of Hollywood, recording industry, corporate products, getting involved in politics. Stay out of it. People actually want a release in life. They want a refuge from the insanity of it. They need some chill out time. That's why brands like the NFL getting woke, Bud Light getting woke, people are going to be done with it. People are going to be done with it. It's going to give a great opportunity for entrepreneurs like John Rich to go make a better brand and promise to never be woke. Go broke. It's your boy Benny. See ya. Thank you for watching. Our channel is here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears, they taste just like sweet, delicious ice cream. Salty, too. We ridicule the establishment and the libs because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you like what you saw, please punch the subscribe button, click like, and ring the little bell so that you know when we're live. Don't you want to know when we're live? And make sure that you subscribe to our email list just in case the plug gets pulled, as tends to happen. If you want to see more of our videos, click here or here. My name is Benny Johnson. Stay free, Base Patriots.